Now, here's an important element, potassium. Actually, this is not potassium. This is a compound with one atom of potassium and one atom of chlorine called potassium chloride. Actually, this is not actually pure potassium chloride. This is a pill that my father used to be prescribed for taking potassium to make sure that he had enough potassium in his diet, just because he had some health concerns that could have been a problem. I'll just mention that potassium, this I have in a bag so it doesn't get all over the place, but this is a bottle of salt substitute, which is mostly potassium chloride. It's got some other things to help keep it from clumping up, but this is mostly potassium chloride. Now, potassium is an element that's down here, element 19, and it is a very reactive metal, and so usually you find it as part of a compound. Potassium will give something a salty taste, not as tasty as sodium. Most people get too much sodium in their diet because the stuff tastes really good. That's why you put salt on French fries. But potassium, if you can't have sodium, does provide a salty taste. And both of these elements are needed by the body in order to do a lot of things. One of the more important things is send nerve impulses. The fact that you can watch this, the fact that you can think about this, means that you've got potassium and sodium that's crossing over a cell membrane in your nerve cells that's sending information to your brain. So sodium and potassium are very necessary to have in your body. So potassium, more people need potassium than sodium, and so sometimes people do have to have potassium supplements. Potassium is found in some fruits and vegetables, probably most famously bananas. You're supposed to eat bananas if you're not feeling quite right, because the potassium is supposed to help you feel better. One interesting thing to notice, potassium is naturally radioactive. And so there's a little bit of radioactivity coming out of this. And I was able to spot this once when I had a Geiger counter set up. I had some uranium ore that I was always wondering if that was dangerously radioactive. Put it in front of the Geiger counter and didn't detect hardly anything. I put this next to it and it started clucking like an angry chicken. Now, it wasn't dangerous levels of radiation, but there is a natural radioactivity to potassium. But you need potassium in your diet in order to stay healthy. So, an interesting element. Potassium, you need it to be able to think, you need it to be able to survive. Definitely a good element.